COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Prime Time, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you First responders, medical.
Right now at noon, COVID-19's impact on communities of color, the push from state leaders to offer better support, and the rush to restock. We're giving you an inside look at the local Clorox plant working overtime to get those hard-to-find wipes back on store shelves.
I can't believe he was there.
Great, that was a shocker.
And Georgia athletes and coaches helping us surprise our healthcare heroes as we celebrate Nurses Week.
Live from the 11 Alive studios, our special coronavirus coverage, Facts Not Fear, starts now.
And good Thursday afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheba Russell. Thank you for joining us for Facts Not Fear at noon. A growing call today to offer better support to communities of color as more and more data is showing a higher concentration of COVID-19 cases in those neighborhoods. Doug Richards is taking a closer look at the impact in DeKalb County.
Oh, okay. It's a very basic need in a community that's still adapting to the rigors of a pandemic. Fire and police recruits were stocked with masks and hand sanitizer outside a South DeKalb grocery spot.
I see that you guys are out here with no mask, so I want to provide you guys a mask.
Led by Mirtha Ramos, who happens to be the chief of DeKalb County's police department.
Are you going to cross now? Because I'm going to even block traffic.
Oh, I made my own mask, but I do appreciate them giving me one. But it's just a change in times now where you need to have one.
State data shows DeKalb's per capita COVID-19 rate is Metro Atlanta's highest. Within DeKalb, the highest numbers are mostly in zip codes to the east and south, where census data also shows more people of color and lower levels of income.
The shelter-in-place order is a luxury for some people.
DeKalb Health Director Elizabeth Ford says lower income often means more exposure.
If you look at the income piece of it, if you're an hourly worker and you have to report to work, then you put yourself at risk every day that you leave.
You sure you got one? Okay, make sure you wear it.
Which makes prevention of COVID-19 even more challenging in DeKalb.
We're here because we want to make sure that everyone has a mask. We want to make sure that you don't have to make a choice. There are people in the community that have to make a choice between basic necessities and a mask, and DeKalb County does not want you to make that choice.
And coming up on 11 Alive News at 5 and 6, we're going to take a closer look at the case numbers in other metro counties like Fulton, Cobb, and Gwinnett. All right, right now there are 31,193 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Georgia. 1,332 people have died and 5,800 people have been hospitalized. Despite weeks of social distancing to contain COVID-19, a new CDC report showing the outbreak continues to grow in parts of our state. The parts of the map here in orange showing where the virus was spreading most rapidly as of last Thursday. That includes southwest Georgia with hotspots surrounding Dougherty County and North Georgia with hotspots developing around Hall County. The data shows moderate growth in metro Atlanta with cases declining or plateauing in middle and east Georgia. Later today, Governor Kemp expected to give a briefing on the latest in Georgia's fight against COVID-19. Leaders from the Department of Public Health, Emergency Management, and the National Guard will be there as well. The briefing time moved to 3:30 p.m. at the state capitol, no longer at 4. We'll stream it live on 11alive.com and the 11 Alive YouTube channel. Another nearly 3.2 million people filed for unemployment benefits last week. That brings the total number of people who've lost their jobs to more than 33 million, or 20% of the U.S. workforce. While jobless claims remain high, the weekly pace of filings is slowing, and this suggests that the worst of the layoffs could be past us. We know you still have questions about those unemployment claims. So coming up, we're taking your questions to our financial expert. Let us know if you have one by texting the number on your screen. It is 404-885-7600. Remember to text us, don't call. If you're on the hunt for disinfectant wipes, you're not alone. We're giving you an exclusive look inside a Clorox plant here in Georgia as the company works overtime to meet a 500% spike in demand. Clorox shared this video with NBC News, a rare look inside its largest factory in Forest Park. Workers are churning out giant bleach drums that clean 14,000 hospital rooms each. And the wipes and sprays we all use at home, The company says it has increased production by 40%, but that's still not enough.
We know that right now we cannot make enough products for everybody. We think we will be in a substantially better shape by the summer.
Right now, Clorox is hiring more than 250 workers, increasing base pay and giving a bonus to lower-level workers. A national day of prayer kicking off here in Georgia. This is a live stream from this morning. Religious leaders at the state capitol. It's one of thousands of services happening all across the country today. Governor Brian Kemp offering prayers for first responders and the families of coronavirus victims.
This virus has touched us all, and our prayers unite us. In these difficult times, let us pray for wisdom and for strength. With God's grace, we will get through this together and emerge stronger than ever before.
A surprise and something to look forward to is a great way to say thanks. And as Nurses Week continues, Alex Glaze and Maria Martin from our sports team have both. They're here to tell us how Georgia sports teams are helping to say thank you.
Many look to athletes as their heroes, but it's very clear right now who the real heroes are. Those are the medical workers, doctors, nurses that are keeping us safe to battle the coronavirus.
Yeah, we here at 11 Alive Sports wanted to honor these heroes as Nurses Week got underway. We had viewers and hospitals nominate different deserving medical professionals, and we learned all about their courageous stories. But what they didn't know is who else was on that call to thank them.
My name's Lindsay Churchill. I work in like a med-surg ICU.
I'm Tamia Delavic, and I am a NICU nurse, neonatal ICU nurse.
My name is Russell Harvey. I'm a manager of supply chain for Piedmont Rockdale Hospital.
My name is Christina Ailes. I am an emergency nurse, trauma nurse.
What is a typical day for you like?
You kind of like are a little nervous to go in the building. It's like you're walking into virus land.
Right now, I am on a travel assignment to New York. We have about 25 to 30 patients who are COVID positive.
It's purchasing items for the hospital, make sure all the nursing areas are supplied.
Typical day at work, get in there and just go for it.
What are some of the personal sacrifices that you've had to make during this entire outbreak?
Hurt a lot that I couldn't see my family. They live in Tennessee.
You're on edge, and then you feel even more on edge because you have to come home to your family, to go immediately to the shower, and my 9-month-old wants to, see me when I get home, and that's hard to walk by him.
Very isolating. We have FaceTime, and it's not the same as getting a hug from your baby or getting a kiss from your husband.
What's keeping you going? Why do you have so much pride in what you can do?
That's like my family member. I want to make sure they have what's needed. I'll come in on weekends. I'll do whatever's needed to do.
This is just something I truly love to do. I love helping people
to figure out what they like to watch on TV and to put the baseball game on. So if nothing else, like that comfortability is there.
You brought up baseball. We heard you're a big Braves fan. Why do you love the Braves so much?
I think it's because my dad, so I have 2 sisters, and my dad never had a son. All your cares go away when you're at a sports event.
I think we got someone else that just popped in here.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey.
Hey, Brian Snicker here. I'm waiting for some of them Braves games to do the same thing here.
Crazy. I cannot believe them.
We did hear that you're a big sports fan, is that right?
Oh, yeah. I love the Atlanta Hawks. I just love basketball, and I love Atlanta because I grew up there.
Kim Reddish.
How you doing?
I'm good.
We hear you're a Tech fan.
When I was brought up, my parents, they were really big Tech fans. My mom had a job down near the campus. And I went there. Oh, Jeff Collins.
What's up, Russell?
What's up, Jeff?
Good to see you, man.
Well, you did bring up the fact that you love Atlanta United.
I do.
Did you notice anyone that popped into this chat just now?
No.
Swipe it to the right, maybe?
Swipe it to the... Oh my God!
How are you?
Oh my God!
Wanted to kind of Zoom bomb this meeting just to say thank you.
They sent me a thing of all that you're doing, man. Just means a lot. Just really proud of you.
I know there's a lot of courage in you're doing what you're doing. And on behalf of myself and the Atlanta Hawks, we want to invite you to a game.
Appreciate you so much. Everything you're doing at the hospital. Hopefully you will have a ball game for you to come to before long, and you can bring Cooper out and get him his first hot dog.
Oh man, I would love that. That would be amazing.
How cool was that, Lindsay?
I don't believe he was there.
Great. That was a shocker.
And it does help. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm going to go to work and I'm going to defeat the coronavirus, and we're going back to games.
Fantastic surprise. Straight ahead here, stimulus check sent to the deceased. How this happened and the IRS's plan to get that money back.
Live today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear, on 11 Alive News Prime Time, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
While many people are still waiting to receive their stimulus checks, some have received payments meant for relatives who passed away. The federal government says you can't keep that money. The Treasury Department tweeting that both deceased and incarcerated people do not qualify for the relief money. Now, here's why it likely happened. The IRS mailed stimulus checks to people identified in the 2018-2019 tax filings. Experts believe the IRS simply did not remove the people who've since died from their tax rolls before processing the stimulus payments. For instructions on how to return the money, head on over to our website, 11alive.com. We know you have a lot of questions about those stimulus checks, unemployment benefits, and SBA loans. Financial expert Andrew Poulos is live, helping all of us sort through all of the concerns. So let us know if you have a question by texting 404-885-7600. Good afternoon, Andrew.
Good afternoon, Sheba. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? You hanging in there?
Hanging in there for a Thursday.
Okay. Well, as you told me, there's no days off for you during this time. So before we get to our questions, a quick update on the Payroll Protection Program, otherwise known as PPP. Yep. The forgiveness provisions now being described as a mess. So as more and more businesses reopen, what do employers need to know now?
Welcome to my world. It is messy, and I've said from the beginning this is going to get even messier because mainly due to the lack of guidance that the Treasurer has given and the rules changing literally by the day. First thing I encourage employers to do if they're going to open up between now and the next 8 weeks, which is a time frame that they have to use this money, is you need to document in writing that you've offered your employees their position back, because some of them might just refuse, and if you don't bring everyone back per the current guidelines, then you may not be eligible for loan forgiveness, or at least not in its entirety. So I'm encouraging everyone to put it in writing, send a letter or an email, something that you have proof, because that documentation will need to be provided to the bank along with much other documentation for loan forgiveness.
So proof that that employee does not want to come back to the job.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's get to the first question. A viewer texted us, my employer is opening up on Monday with limited hours. They said they will not file unemployment for me anymore. Is this correct?
No, actually it's not. The employers can open up, employees can go back to work, but if their wages are still reduced from what they were earning before, they're not working the full hours, employers will still have to file for partial unemployment on behalf of their employees. And if the earnings that they're receiving from the employer are $300 or less, then they will get their full unemployment benefits without a reduction. So there's nothing in the law that says just because you open up and employees come back to work that you stop filing unemployment for them. So it's going to be a little bit messy on that side too.
All right. Another viewer asks, my job was eliminated because of COVID-19. I have severance pay until the end of June. Is it best to file for unemployment now or wait until I receive my last severance check?
No, wait till after that ends, after your severance is done, and then you can file for unemployment, and then the benefits will kick in. So you'll be getting state and federal benefits at that point in time until July 30th, when the federal portion is set to expire.
All right, so another month after that June date. Another viewer wants to know, can vacation and or bonuses be paid through PPP?
All right, that's there's part of the lack of guidance that we have. What have been telling clients is, if you get the PPP, start paying your employees in the same fashion as you were paying them back in January and February, because that's going to be your comparison for the most part, is back to January and February. If you're going to compare it to 2019 and you were not paying vacation and bonus in 2019, then certainly I would advise against it, because then it could be construed that you're paying out compensation that you weren't before, and may rule you ineligible for loan forgiveness.
Okay, so just do what you normally would have done.
Yeah, I would stick to paying salaries, whether it's salary or hourly. I would stick to the norm just to be cautious.
Okay. Kathleen shared, I'm self-employed and file a Schedule C form with my 1040. I receive 2 1099s, but some of my earnings are not included on them. What funds will qualify for the PPP loan?
Great question. So the way we've been seeing these PPP loans work for Schedule C and self-employed folks are, you're either going to provide your 2019 Schedule C, or you're going to provide the 1099s. You're not going to give the bank both. They're going to use one or the other, whichever one you provide. If you use a 1099s, you're going actually off of technically gross revenues, gross income versus your net, which could possibly be more in your favor. But you've got to determine which ones are available and what you're going to give to the bank. We've seen banks take both right now.
Every time we do these financial segments, Andrew, I have to remember to do my own taxes. I got to finish looking them over. I'm still looking them over. All right. Another viewer asked, how does a person receiving state unemployment apply for the pandemic unemployment assistance?
Someone who is eligible for state benefits and is receiving state benefits should automatically begin to see their federal portion of $600 a week. There's nothing that you have to do in addition to that. The state Department of Labor should begin to pay you that. We've seen it as a separate transaction, meaning 2 deposits if you're still using the Way to Go debit card. But there's nothing additional that you have to do or reach out. It should be automatic. If you're not getting it, then you definitely need to reach out to the Department of Labor to inquire.
All right, good enough. Stay put. We're going to come back to you with more questions in just a few moments. But first, before we head to break, we want to introduce you to a young lady who has no trouble staying busy and giving back. Meet 9-year-old Ava out of Cumming. She wants to be a surgeon when she grows up, but for now, she's sewing her heart out, making over 200 face masks for healthcare workers. She got a quick how-to lesson from her sewing teacher and went to work on spring break. Mom Michelle says when supplies ran out, she started using paracord for ties to not stop the production. Way to go, Ava. We're super proud of you.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose.
Our financial analyst, Andrew Poulos, is back answering your money questions. So we just got this viewer question in, Andrew. Does the extra $600 in federal unemployment end July 1st or July 25th? I heard a congressman say July 1st. Is it any of these days?
What we've seen, at least what I've seen lately, was intended to be July 31st, the end of July, unless it gets extended or something changes. So that's the latest information that I've had on my end, Sheba.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here too. And the latest information also is saying that 3 Democratic lawmakers are proposing a plan to keep an extra $600 in weekly unemployment benefits in place during the pandemic, so extending it past that. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, yes. I expect something's going to change. We'll see, though, in the coming weeks.
Yeah, everything's been changing. This is evolving as we have seen over the weeks. Jane texted us, my small business had been turned down by 2 lenders for the PPP because they said I was already accepted. I have not received any money or an acceptance letter. What should I do?
Okay, so this is the way PPP works is businesses have been applying to multiple banks a lot of times. Only one bank can get approval. So the way it works is if you submit to 3 or 4 or 5 banks, once that first bank, whichever one it might be, submits to SBA and gets an E-Trans number, which is a loan number assigned, then all other banks will get rejected. So in this case, you have to figure out which bank you applied to that might have gotten the approval and reach out to them. There is no formal acceptance letter other than the bank letting you know that you've been approved and that they're going to work towards closing.
Yeah, we're not sure if Jane applied beyond those 2 lenders.
Yeah.
All right, this next question a viewer shared. I divorced in January. My ex always filed taxes as the head of household since I don't work. Will my ex get my stimulus money?
Right. So the way this is worded is a little bit kind of confusing. Typically, married couples, when you're married, you're either filing married joint or married separate. Here, the referral is to head of household, which kind of doesn't make sense. But to make a long story short, if the ex-spouse has filed and maybe there was a child in the return, then they would be entitled to their stimulus, but the other spouse who wasn't on the return should be entitled to their own on their behalf. But again, we just have a little information here that's not too clear as far as the head of household issue.
Okay. A viewer asked if you are considered to be in the vulnerable population as defined in the guidelines. You aren't able to return to work. Can I apply for unemployment when my coworkers return?
Yes. So if you fall into the category where you're not going to be able to go back to work for one reason or another, and you qualify, you'll need to file unemployment on your behalf at that point, because once the employer recalls you and you don't go back, then they're obligated to stop filing unemployment on your behalf. So you got to file, and you're going to have to provide cause as to why you're not going back. And at that point, the Department of Labor will make a decision and a determination on a case-by-case basis for each person that doesn't go back.
Yeah, this one's an easy one, I would say. Andrew Poulos, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Sheba.
Have a great Thursday.
Yes,
We'll be back.
We'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Prime Time, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Many nurses will tell you that it's those unexpected, special little moments with patients that keep them pushing through the chaos of each day. And as we continue Nurse Appreciation Week, an Atlanta nurse is sharing with us the special moment that changed her life and kept her in this profession almost 30 years later.
It takes a special person to dedicate their life to helping others. And for Mona, there is one special moment that still brings her to tears almost 30 years later.
The most special times in nursing are the ones where the patients just surprised you. When I was doing pediatric oncology at a children's hospital, had a really sweet patient, and his name was HK. He had a form of leukemia. I spent a lot of time with him.
For 12-year-old HK, the prognosis was not good. And because of that, Mona made it her mission to make every moment she spent with him unforgettable. HK's mother, Rosemary, and sister, Angel, often reflect on those special moments.
HK was an old soul. At nighttime, I would be sleeping. She'd be in there with HK. It's those long talks when you can talk to someone else and you can't say everything to your mom because you know your mom can't handle it.
And while Mona had been caring for Rosemary's son, she was anxiously awaiting the arrival of her first child.
And he always would say, Miss Mona, I've never felt a baby move. If that baby moves, I want to feel it. We had a really rough night one night. He was a trooper through it all. We finally got him settled down. Of course, the baby started kicking then. So he was thrilled. And he goes, I'm going to be your baby's guardian angel. And it was just like, oh.
Shortly after, HK lost his battle with leukemia while Mona was on maternity leave. And while she wasn't there to say goodbye, she knew he would always be a part of her life.
And I've always felt like he was looking over my family.
And while Mona has forever been changed by HK, his family has forever been changed by this special nurse.
We want her to know that we appreciate her and we love her with all our heart. Yes. And we'll never forget her kindness.
(514). Leave your message of appreciation. Be sure to tell us your name, where you're from, and the best way for us to contact you. And we may use your thank you on air. Well, thank you for watching Facts Not Fear at noon.
COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.